Jazz and Beyond,
where the standards are always hot
and the mood's just right.
On 702
and CapeTalk.
It is Jazz and Beyond. Welcome to the second hour. As you hear, we are featuring the music of the amazing pianist and multi-instrumentalist, the music of Hilton Schilder, one of the amazing musicians to come out of Cape Town, whose career and music has preserved, expanded, and probably redefined the traditions of Cape jazz and improvisational music. He's in town. He's promoting his latest album called Crooks and Nannies. And we had a chance to talk to him here on Jazz and Beyond. And this is about the album and, of course, about where he is now musically in the country, and also about his performance and recordings with the new generation of jazz musicians. And this is how the conversation started. It's Jazz and Beyond on 702 and CapeTalk, and I am joined by the Cape Town-born composer, pianist, keyboardist, multi-instrumentalist anyway. And he plays all sorts of other instruments. He's a master of almost about 16 indigenous and conventional instruments. That's the renowned Hilton Schilder. Welcome back to Jazz and Beyond, Hilton.
Wow, thanks. Great to be here.
Listen, we have you back because, my goodness, you've dropped another jam, your 46th album. Clearly there's no stopping you.
No, because 47 is already going to be ready for, because when we went into the studio, we put down 15 tracks. And 8 we kept for Crooks and Nannies, and then the others are going to be for the next album.
Oh my goodness! So there's still stuff on the port, still cooking.
Oh yes, lots of stuff. There's a solo piano album coming out as well.
And then this Crooks and Nannies. It's a very interesting and really it makes us wonder. And for someone who doesn't know either the phrase or what this means or where it comes from, tell us about why you called this album Crooks and Nannies.
Well, it was in the studio, and it's a lovely studio. It's got lots of little nooks and crannies, So we were sitting together and we were talking, and I wanted to say nooks and crannies, and then it turned out that spoonerism. I said Crooks and Nannies, and we laughed about it, and we decided, okay, that's going to be the name of the album.
Is it because
the next album's called Nooks and Crannies?
Is it because of the crooks that we keep reading and hearing about that just getting exposed?
And the nannies.
And the nannies. and what I must say, just listening to the music for me, there is something very love a lot of the piano work that you're doing, besides the fact that the piano is my favorite instrument. I'm just hearing the Hilton of back then. There's a very relaxed, and maybe there's a very, when you look inside yourself, what do they call it? This process of introspective. Yes. And it is expressed in the most beautiful. It sounds like you're just at peace as you play.
Oh, I definitely am. I'm in a very beautiful place at the moment. My band, they're young people. They're in their 20s and 30s. They're very young. It's a beautiful band. This band that's playing on here. I love working with young people. Also, I've got 3 granddaughters, twins, and a single that was born in February 2 years ago.
Yeah.
They all came in February, the twins, and they're also a great sense of inspiration, my granddaughters. So the one track on there called AKA, that's for the 3 of them. It's for the names Aurora, Kate, and Amy.
Yes, okay, because I was wondering, okay. The AKA title. But this new generation of musicians that you have included and decided to play with, tell me what they brought into the album and how much you've learned from them and how it enhanced, the sound of the album.
Well, the thing is, this band's been going for about 3 years now, we just haven't been out. We did the jazz festival last year, the Cape Town Jazz Festival.
Mm.
And so I could see, this is a very beautiful band to present like in concert form,
Yeah.
Because we have all these young people. Actually, I've got two couples in my band. The violinist and the bass player is a couple, and they've just had a baby.
That's Shahima Lakay, who plays the violin.
That's right.
And then
Shahima,
Clayton Pretorius, Norman Pretorius plays the bass. And then Kurt Bowers on the drums.
Yes, and Ruby Truter on vocals. She's they also a couple.
Okay, so there was a lot of love going on in the studio.
A lot of love going on. And also, this is the greatest feeling I've had since, I'd say, the Genuines,
Oh, man.
like a rebirth of things, And I'm in my 60s now, and I'm having the time of my life. I really am.
It is Jazz and Beyond, and you are listening to the music of Hilton Schilder. This is his latest album called Crooks and Nannies, and this is a track called Khoisan Symphony. In fact, we kicked off the show with a track from the album called Tesla 10 from Crooks and Nannies. Now you're hearing Khoisan Symphony, and we are in conversation with him. I had a chat with him this weekend, and he's in the country performing and launching this album. And of course, our conversation also continues to highlight his dedication to, the intergenerational mentorship and just ensuring the continued evolution of South African jazz music. Hilton Schilder on Jazz and Beyond. And this is how our conversation continued. I want to talk about the fact that there's on the music. I don't know whether it's in the titles, but also I feel it in the sound. You're drawing a lot from your ancestry and your journey. You do. There's that introductory track, Whispers from the Ancestors. Then you also have some music that is dedicated to certain people. You talked about your daughters, AKA, that's the track. And then there's one called Frank. And then you also have the Khoisan, Symphony as well.
That's for my grandmother.
Yeah, that's for your grandmother. And and do you think, though, that the sound, because maybe you're using these young musicians, has also changed the sound of Hilton Schilder?
Actually, they've enhanced it. It's they brought a useful energy to the music. But also the nice thing about it is that they want to learn this music. There's lots of it, and they very passionate about it. About the music. So them bringing this wonderful energy to the group. Also, the other groups that I play with are also quite young people. I work with this group in Stellenbosch called the Stellenbosch University Big Band.
Mm.
And we did a concert last Sunday at Daisy Jones. It was fantastic. The big band, 25-piece band,
Yeah.
And they're doing all my compositions. And Pascal Haas is a drummer from Germany, but he's one of the lecturers at Stellenbosch. He arranged 6 of my pieces for big band, and it's absolutely fantastic. We've got to record this.
No, we're looking forward to that sound.
Yeah.
You do workshops as you're touring, obviously performing for this.
I always do workshops.
Yes, but what do you share in the workshops? Because I'm also even thinking with these young musicians that you're recording with, I'm sure you impart a lot of knowledge and and stories and history and around the culture of the music and the history of South Africa?
Well, in my workshops, I deal mainly with. I talk about my family, my approach to music, because I didn't study music. I didn't study music or art, but I'm a musician and an artist. And those are my two passions in life since I was a little child. I was about 3 when I decided that is the route I want to go.
Mm.
Yeah, I was very young when I made up my mind, and I stuck to it.
No,
I mean, all these years,
and besides, you have a whole family that's you grew up in a musical family.
Yeah, but it was formidable because I didn't want to play piano because my dad and my uncles, Ibrahim, Chris, and Richard and Philip, they were incredible musicians. So I was happy playing drums and percussion until Mac McKenzie actually, when I was in matric, he said, "No, Hilton, you got to play. I hear you're composing. You got to play piano." And that's actually this album is dedicated to Mac McKenzie, Tony Sidras, and Stephen Erasmus. That's 3 friends that I lost over the space of a couple of months, and really good friends, they've been with me through all the things, So, that's who this album is dedicated to, my 3, also Joe from the past. There's a lot. It's only Jack that's left, It's just me and Jack that's left. And I think Teach, of that generation,
Yeah, but we appreciate the fact that you're still here because you can still share all this beautiful music. I mean, with the tracks like Pictures of You, which is a nice jazzy, maybe in the club, jazzy kind of clubby.
Yes.
We
recorded that. We recorded that in the 80s with the Genuines.
Oh. Okay.
Yes, that is on the album Guma.
Oh, so it's a reinterpretation of that track.
Yes. Because Mac normally sings it, he sang it on that. But I did it with the Guma Club as well, with another vocalist. But it's such a beautiful song, and also it's paying homage to our friend Mac,
But I mean, when you think about your friends who've passed on, and you creating. Oh yes. This is the other element that I must not forget to ask you. When you're creating your music, you don't write stuff down. It's the compositions are just in your head.
Yes. Well, I mean, it helps if I play it. Well, I have a certain way of working. I have a certain filing system in my mind that stores music. So when I go to my old compositions, like from the 70s and that, I have a certain file that I go to and pulls out. It's like a computer,
In your head.
So I've managed to, like memory training,
Wow.
So, and of course, mechanical, I'm going to say, what's that word? When you... It's like a natural feeling, like when you forget a composition and then automatically the muscle memory. That's sort of
the muscle memory, absolutely. So
muscle memory.
Yeah.
That plays an important part of it as well.
Yes, and it has to be exercised otherwise. So then when you start sharing, with other musicians now, for instance, when you old compositions and you want to reinterpret them now, how do they know? What do they have to listen to the old stuff on recorded? How do you then share that if it's not written?
Yes, it's like that. But I also play it for them so they can get the feeling of what's coming. What is that? Instead of looking at it, the music, I show them what it's like, what it really sounds like. Because sometimes when the music or when other people write it out, they don't always capture the true what you want. You know what I mean? So this is what I like about this bunch that I'm with. They spend time with me. We have a lovely day. We have a day. Maybe have a braai or something, and then we work.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And we do it at my house, and it is a lot of love. There's a lot of love.
So it's lovely and organic. So everybody just comes in with what they feel at that time, and where the mood takes them, and. Because you may feel and hear something in the morning, it sounds different in the afternoon, kind of thing, So I get it. The sounds of Hilton Schilder in 2025. This is a track called Pictures of You, featuring the vocal sound of Ruby Truna. And as he was saying in the conversation before this, that this is a reimagined, reworked track that was previously recorded with the Genuines. It is Jazz and Beyond. If you're just coming in, oh shame, you're late. You've missed out so much. We are in conversation with Hilton Schilder. He's in the country. Or should I say he's in Gauteng, promoting his new album, simply called Crooks and Nannies. In fact, I think he's having his last performance this evening. It's just a pity that I missed out on all his performances this weekend. If you did go, do share with us what the performance was like. And the conversation is now wrapping up with, obviously, with what he has in store for the performances that are taking place here in Gauteng. And this is how the conversation ended. So you are touring this beautiful album, which you call Crooks and Nannies. And how was Cape Town? Because you started out there. How was the Cape Town receiving the new music?
The Cape Town launch was fantastic. We did it at Artscape. Thanks to Marlene Leroux and the team at Artscape, we managed to pull together this fantastic show. Yeah, we managed to pull together this fantastic show, and I had my daughter as well as a guest vocalist. Yeah. That was the surprise, and she's 42 now, and she used to perform with me since she was 6 years old. But of course, they chose different parts. My kids, they chose. They are musicians, but they didn't take it as a living. Yeah. They chose IT and. Yeah.
Did you bring the whole band that recorded on the album to Johannesburg?
Yes. What about it?
To Johannesburg for the Johannesburg performances. Is the whole band
for the Johannesburg performances because the girls couldn't travel because Shaima's got a small baby and she would have joined us for today. We came as a trio, just the boys.
Oh, okay, that's lovely. So, and where are you performing in Johannesburg? I know today's Friday. Okay. Today's Friday. Yes. This is you started. Even though this show is going to be broadcast on Sunday, so we have that in mind as we speak. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we're performing at Wits today. Workshop in the afternoon and a performance in the evening. It's similar to what we did at Artscape, but we have Abraham Menon with us on saxophone, joining the trio. And then on that's today, and then tomorrow we add Potaki in Pretoria and Tshwane. That's the Saturday gig, Saturday evening. And then Sunday we've got 2 gigs at the one at the Mandela Place. That's in the afternoon, and the evening at the Africa station.
Okay, no, that sounds like it's going to be a very busy Hilton Schilder weekend for jazz lovers. So, what would you like people who then, because the album is out now, so they can access it, do you have maybe an idea as to how they, how to listen to the album to get the story you're trying to tell?
Well, it's now on all the major platforms,
Yeah.
Streaming platform. Streaming platforms. But we also actually have physical copies for sale. But this is it's only as a promotion. We only had a limited amount of CDs pressed. Because people don't buy CDs anymore. But it's kind of with a little poem on a postcard. So that's what we have as merchandise.
Which is great. Then maybe they can order that online when you get back to Cape Town?
Yes, they can order it online or they can stream it. But we have here in Johannesburg, we have some physical copies, which we will have on sale at the venues that we're playing.
Okay, so listen, it's a pleasure always to talk to you, and also to represent, the jazz culture of the Western Cape, and all the different elements that Cape Town jazz brings, which we find in your music. And we're just happy that you are able to come to Johannesburg and share it with everyone here.
Thank you.
As usual,
looking forward.
We love you, Hilton Schilder, and stay
Thank you
strong.
so much, my dog.
And we're waiting for number 47 album.
That's right, and 48.
And 48.
Yeah.
Let's aim for 50. How about that?
Definitely.
Thanks, Hilton.
Thank you so much.
Jazz and Beyond, the amazing sounds of Hilton Schilder on his 46th album, Crooks and Nannies. And of course, he's aiming to have 50 albums out. My goodness, what a story, what a history, what a contribution to South African jazz music. And this album, as he said, is dedicated in memory to Gerald Mackenzie, Tony Sidris, and Stephen Erasmus, very close friends of his. And the track you just heard now from the album is called Feeling Like a Stranger, the album Crooks and Nannies.